Paul, second successive Saturday with an emphatic win. How are you feeling after that result today?
Really pleased. After last week, it was important we backed it up with another win. And I said, however it comes about, wasn't really what was the issue. It was making sure it did come about. But I thought the way we played and the manner in which we won the game today was really impressive. I know they had a man sent off early doors, which was just. But you've still got to, everybody knows how difficult it is to play against 10 men. The top teams lose against 10 men. But I felt first half was, we were trying to force it a little bit. But once we got in at half time, settling down, give out some tweaks and instructions, I felt we had so much control and scored some good goals and should have scored more really.
I was going to say to you, you see that the opposition have a man sent off as early as they did, and that looks like an advantage, but it doesn't always work that way, does it? And they took a man from, they put one up front and got everybody behind the ball and made things difficult.
Yeah, they did, and I felt we were too eager to try and score and try and make the advantage count, and it didn't have to be that way. I thought we were too high too early in wide positions, so we were more or less marking ourselves. We weren't pulling them about, as you say. They went 2 banks of 4 and one up front who dropped in to just stay in the game, which worked for them. But we didn't help the situation. Our full-backs were pushed on too soon, so we were more or less marking ourselves, denying space for the wide players and just congesting the whole sort of area on the edge of the box. When we came in at half time and we addressed that and told the full-backs to stay a little bit deeper behind the ball to enable us to pass out, to move them and pull them about, I felt we'd done that really well, and I feel that what we've got in the team, the energy that we've got, is always going to come strong in the latter stages of the game, and it definitely did today, as I say, with the chances we created late on. I mean, obviously against 10 minutes it's always tough when you're a couple of goals down from their point of view. But I felt we worked them really hard because we kept the ball well, we kept it moving, we denied them opportunities second half, and we really sort of put them to it.
It was not dissimilar, I suppose, in some ways to last week, in that you got a goal not long before half time. But you're right when you say that you stretched away from them in the second half, and that ability to keep going in games and to eventually make it safe it's important, isn't it?
It is, and like I said about the energy we've got, as the game goes into sort of the last 30 minutes, especially the two midfielders who can push on and press, and they've got loads of legs and energy. They've won the ball back on the edge of the box last week when we scored, and they've done it again today, and that's going to be important, obviously, to have fit players, hungry players who want to win the ball back, and but players who've got ability as well, as was shown last week, as was shown again this week. But 2 games doesn't mean anything. It's a confidence booster, but there's a long way to go, and we need to keep working on the things that we know we need to keep working on. But delighted with the results, obviously, and another clean sheet, which is going to be vital.
Yeah, I was going to say that potentially neither of the last 2 games have been easy games. There aren't any easy games in this division, but you've got some potentially harder fixtures coming up in February, haven't you?
Yeah, but where we are in the league, there isn't an easy game. Where anybody is in the league, there isn't an easy game. Who would have thought Bradford would have beat York 3-0 on York's patch? So, nothing's a given. We certainly won't be taking anything for granted. We'll do everything we can, as we always do, to be right and to be ready for next week, and we'll train hard as usual, and we'll get fully prepped for the next week's fixture.
Sure. I mean, there's some positivity, not just in the performances, but the league table. Being off that bottom place is a big boost, isn't it?
It is, of course, it is, and I'm not going to be one of these who says, try and play it down. Of course, it's a boost. We've been bottom for a long while, and I said before the game, if you win today, I think we'll be off the bottom of the league, but we can only concentrate on what we're doing, and that's win. And to be fair to the lads, I thought from the warm-up, I thought, I could feel it again. I could feel the result was coming, and obviously their lads being sent off for doing something stupid, which has helped, but it's only helped because of how we've performed.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to send the supporters away second time in 8 days with that spring in their step. Definitely,
and that's what it's about. But it's important for everybody. I say it all the time: enjoy your weekend, enjoy your night. There's nothing worse than waking up on a Sunday morning, you've lost, and you're looking at the scores and you're looking at who's done what, like we all do. I'm scouring Twitter, seeing who's scored, seeing who's played, seeing who hasn't played, seeing the results. But it's so much nicer when you can do that, when you know you've won and you don't have to keep looking and keep trying to work things out. It's important that we bring that feel-good factor back to the club. I can sense that there's a buzz amongst the fans, and we've got to keep giving them that. We've got to keep performing. We've got to keep trying to do the right things. And I think they can appreciate even the mistakes that are made. They're honest, they're genuine. They're not through lack of effort or lack of trying to do the right thing or showboating in any way. There's a good honest group there now, and we're going to have to work to keep adding to it and keep improving and keep working hard to make sure that we keep following up these results.
So I was going to say, just to be clear, I mean, you are still on the lookout for players at the moment.
Yeah, we are. Especially Kai's, obviously that's probably the downer on the result on the day. Bad tackle, naughty tackle, one of them that the lad knows what he's doing. Could have been a different colour card, to be fair, the challenge for me. But he knew what he was doing there, because I've played in that position myself, and when you've got someone pacey running through you all the time, but it was a naughty one. I seen him go right through his ankle, and his ankle's swollen bad. I think he's gone for an X-ray now, so just fingers crossed that it's more soft tissue than any sort of break or anything, because he's been different class.
Sure. Kerr's National away next week, different challenge, but same kind of attitude needed.
Yeah, definitely. They've had a great result today, beating Fylde. I watched them play Blythe a few weeks ago, and good side, keep the ball, got good attacking players. So yeah, another tough game for us, but one we're looking forward to, and one we'll certainly be going to, not to just stay in the game, we'll be looking to win.
Wonderful. Okay, thanks very much, Paul, and you're putting a smile on everybody's face for a few days at least.
Well, that's the plan anyway. My dog's safe for the week. She won't be getting booted all over the place. I'm only joking when I say that. Don't want the RSPCA knocking on the door.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Paul. Cheers. Really appreciate it.